I'm Carol Daniel.
And I'm Wendy Erikson. Welcome to the Daily Mix.
Well, welcome back, my friend.
I'm so happy to be invited back.
Thank you. Yes, we did not call each other to match the blue at all.
No, but it's kind of springy, I feel.
Yeah, this works. This
Yeah,
absolutely works. Okay, so we are about a month from the big day for you.
You weren't supposed to talk about it.
She's like, I can't believe you're bringing this up. Wendy's birthday is in April. Mine is is the end of this month, end of March, and I'll be 54. See, I'm saying it. 54, baby, 54.
The big 5-0 for me.
And you're not going to celebrate, so I am planning a forced big 5-0 celebration for Wendy because I believe that especially women, we should embrace it.
Okay, I'm embracing it.
She's not embracing it.
Give me some time.
I will.
Still haven't wrapped my head around it. Okay.
I'm going to help you, my dear.
Okay, thank you.
You look fabulous.
Thank you. So
you look wonderful.
You're
okay.
my inspiration. Okay.
This is where we start,
Okay.
knowing that we look wonderful.
I can do it.
You can do it. Absolutely. Okay. Cupcakes are on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay. I know a lot of you are big fans of social media. Some of you not so much. Well, the picture-sharing social media platform Instagram made an announcement that will change the way you see photos.
That is right. According to Instagram, most users miss, on average, about 70% of their feed because Instagram has steadily grown. The designers feel the need to change up the way you view your photos.
Okay, I do miss about 70%.
I think I do too as well.
In an effort to improve your experience, posts will no longer be posted in chronological order, but by the moments that you will care about the most when posted.
The change will be based on the type of interaction or relationship you have with those posting content. The order will be on the likelihood of your known interests. By looking for those changes, you should be looking for them in the next few months. And it kind of scares me a little bit.
It's a little creepy. But
How do
Google
they
does
know?
it already.
I know.
Google does it already.
They track us and our interests.
Yeah, absolutely. The good news is I can stop stalking my niece, and maybe it'll just show up in my feed, and I won't miss her photos.
And I'm just waiting for my kids to allow me to follow them, how that works out.
Oh,
but
maybe
anyway,
not, Mom.
That's a whole nother show.
More techie news for you. Nike finally announced they will mass produce a shoe featuring real-life power laces.
In partnership with Michael J. Fox, Nike teased the public with self-lacing shoes on Back to the Future Day in October. Well, meet Hyper Adapt 1.0. The announcement came this week at the Nike Innovation Summit.
The Hyper Adapt 1.0, we love that name, will be Nike's first shoe utilizing the company's self-tying technology. The shoes will automatically tighten as you step into them, but there is a button also that will help with tightening and loosening the shoe.
Amazing. The shoe launches later this year near the holiday season, and it will come in 3 different colors. Now, pricing has yet to be announced, but it will only be available to members of Nike Plus, their new all-in-one product and events app.
All right, we know it's going to be $200+.
Oh, we know.
For real.
And
yeah.
everybody will want them.
Yes, yeah.
But
I want the neon blue.
That's right.
Neon
I guess
blue?
it makes life easier, so.
Absolutely. Especially for those who suffer, like Michael J. Fox does.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
All right, let's get to today's Daily Mix.
Check it out.
Well, a prickly little friend at the St. Louis Zoo is gaining national attention.
For the April issue of National Geographic, they're covering endangered species, and Piper, the zoo's Brazilian porcupine, will be featured on some of the covers.
There will be 10 different covers published, each featuring an endangered species. National Geographic will also feature the fennec foxes that reside at the zoo as well. I have a stuffed fox from the zoo. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute porcupine. All right.
Yeah.
The magazine hit stands March 29th. Make sure to pick up a copy or visit nationalgeographic.com.
So I looked up the porcupine only in Brazil and countries of near Brazil, and it stays pretty much in the tree all day.
Really?
It's just chilling out of the sun.
I didn't know that
Doesn't
about
really
that.
come down a whole lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably good. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want him to throw his...
At all.
Yeah.
At
his
all.
spines, I guess they're called.
Now, earlier, quills.
Quills, that's it. Thank you, sorry.
Earlier, we told you about the new shoes Nike will launch later this year. But I wonder if those playing in the NCAA tournament wouldn't mind tying a pair on the hardwood.
Why not? The first and second round of the NCAA Division I men's tournament is in town this weekend at the Scottrade Center. The Missouri Valley Conference is hosting the tournament and hope to see you there. For more information, visit scotttradecenter.com. My Michigan State Spartans are here in town.
Oh,
yes.
Good for you. Yeah, that's a lot of people.
That
a lot
is.
of fans, yes.
Yes.
More baseball news. Jason Tatum dropped 45 points to help lead the Chaminade Red Devils into the state semifinals as they beat rivals CBC in the Class 5 quarterfinals. They will be in Columbia this weekend along with a few other area high schools competing to be deemed the best in the state.
Lots of basketball going on.
Absolutely.
For dates and times and for all the information, make sure you visit MSHSAA, I believe they call it MSHA.org.
Absolutely.
Good luck to all the teams and young athletes competing this weekend.
And especially if your brackets are still alive. There's some early upsets in March Madness.
Aren't there always, though?
There always are upsets.
I know.
I had a friend told me that he would pick his bracket by upsets, but he wants to pick his bracket by who he thinks will win. So he's now tearing up his bracket.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I just let my husband do my bracket.
Yeah,
But of course.
yeah. I just buy the popcorn for the family.
That's right. Now, sometimes players need some motivation to get going. And while this motivational speaker is known to speak to athletes, he also speaks to non-athletes, students, and many more.
So last month, motivational speaker Eric Thomas was here in St. Louis speaking to students at Vashon High School. A video from that day went viral. Eric was interrupted during his presentation by the students.
Thomas stressed the importance of being respectful, paying attention, and getting an education. Check out some of what he said.
From a high school dropout to do what I'm doing now. Number one, I got a why. I remember when I was going to school, like for real, I hate school. Like I'm a grown man with a PhD and I hate school. So somebody say, if you hate school so much, why do you go? Because sometimes in life, you have to do what you don't like to do so you can live like you want to live. The first thing I had to do was say, I'm going to break the cycle. All right? I need you to think about this real quick. How many are in this room? There's your mother, your grandmother. There's somebody that you like you love with all your heart. There's somebody in this room that you love. I need you to raise your hand for me. Somebody you love. Look, hands down. We're going to do it one more time. Look, I need you to do me a huge favor. Huge favor. You're not talking to nobody. I need you to really think about what I'm saying. You got a mom in here who's working 2 jobs. You got a grandma that's still working, right? I need you to think about what I'm saying. Like, for real, I'm not playing now. And this is why I get so frustrated. Somebody's still talking. Come on. Bro, I promise you, I love you, bro. Listen to me very closely. They pay me $50,000 to $100,000 when I speak to corporate America. I go to a basketball program, they pay me good. I ain't getting a dime here. I'm here because I love you. But I'll be darned if I come here for free and you disrespect me. I ain't 20 years old. I ain't 19 years old. I'm a grown man. I'm here because I love you. I'm here because I love y'all. They ain't pay me a dime. As a matter of fact, I came and used my influence to raise money so a group of kids can go to Costa Rica. I'm not here to get nothing. I'm here to give you something. I'm not here to take nothing from you. I'm here to give you something. And listen to me closely. When people love you, you don't do them like dirt. When people care for them, you don't disrespect them. You ain't got but a few people.
That was very real, and it needed to happen. Thomas was a high school dropout, and he was even homeless at one point in his life until he turned his life around. And as you heard him say, he speaks around the country. And you can find out more about him by going to etinspires.com. But he pretty much said to them, I'm here for you, and I'm here because I love you, and you need to think about the people who do love you, because there's only a few people who do love you. And respect, and Wendy, don't you? I mean, it's just such a hard thing to teach.
Good for him, yes.
You know, it is a hard thing to teach in the first place. In the best of circumstances, it's hard to teach respect.
Right.
But in difficult circumstances, it's even harder to teach respect. So good for him, like you said.
But someone like him who these kids look up to.
Right, right.
Because goodness knows our children don't always listen to what their parents say.
At all, at all.
They'll listen to him.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully, and he's giving back, and that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. In other high school news, 35 St. Louis public high schools made the list of the top 100 schools in the state of Missouri. Topping the list was Clayton High School.
Good for them. The list is based on statistics, student and parent reviews, and expert insight. It's also based upon state test scores, college preparedness, graduation rates, ACT, SAT scores, teacher quality, and more.
The findings compiled by Niche, a Pittsburgh-based company providing information on grades K through 12, neighborhoods, and colleges. To read up more, go to bizjournals.com/St. Louis, St. Louis. Did you decide when you were deciding where to live? Did you think about the school?
Yes.
We did too.
Yes.
We did too. And everybody doesn't have that luxury.
No, they don't. But I think it's an important
It is
decision
important.
if you can make it that way.
Absolutely.
Make your choice
And even
that
if you can't, you can still know the teacher.
That's right.
And ask these words. Where's your homework?
That's right. I ask it every day.
Every day. I don't always get an answer.
Blank stares.
Oh my
but
gosh.
I ask it.
Oh my gosh. Back to respect. Okay, so it didn't take much motivation for this couple to dig through tons of garbage on the hunt to find something very important. Is it 500,000?
Yes.
Am I reading that right?
You're reading it right.
I heard the story.
Yes, a Cool Valley man accidentally threw away his wife's rings, a 12.5 carat diamond and an infinity band encrusted with 7 carats.
Wow.
Once the couple realized the rings had been tossed in the garbage that was collected earlier in the day, they panicked.
Yeah, they panicked. So they called Meridian Waste Services. They pleaded to do whatever it took to find the ring. They ended up in O'Fallon, Missouri, digging through the trash. Yes.
After a bit of luck,
Wow.
the rings were actually found, probably because the diamond was so big.
It was so big. It's like we're looking for a car known as
There
my
it
ring.
is.
That is crazy.
That is.
Okay, I have to ask this question. I mean, I'd backtrack. She took it off? Where did she put it? Did he thought? I can't
heard
understand.
she put it on a napkin on the side of the sink.
That would never happen again.
No, but it's amazing they found it, and all is well. And
I
that
have a
ends
little
well.
dish for my rings. She needs no more napkins,
No
honey.
more napkins.
No
on
more
your
napkins.
$500,000 ring.
Wow. Okay.
How about a safe?
How
Have a
about
little
that?
safe on the
How
side
about
of your
that?
sink.
No more napkins for your ring. Don't do that, okay? All right, if you're an employee for the city of St. Louis, we have some good news for you, especially if you love attending the Muni, and who doesn't?
The Muni is offering discounted season tickets for city employees this season. Tickets can be purchased April 4th through May 8th. The season kicks off June 13th. It's one of the most popular shows, The Wizard of Oz.
Of course. Following that will be 42nd Street, The Music Man, Young Frankenstein, yes, Mamma Mia, and Fiddler on the Roof. So if you are a city employee and you'd like season tickets, make sure you check out this special rate. For questions, call Bill Borger at 314-595-5762, or you can email him at the website you see on your screen.
And speaking of the Muni, the season will close out with a production that hasn't been done in a decade. Aida is coming back to the Muni to close the season, and the production will have a very special guest.
Yes, how about this? Grammy Award winner and member of Destiny's Child, i.e. Beyonce's girl, Michelle Williams, will star in the moving production about an Ethiopian princess and her Egyptian captor and their love.
It's a great show.
It is.
And
Good music.
I remember when it was here 10 years ago, and I can't wait to see it again.
Absolutely.
For more information, make sure you visit muni.org or email muniinfo@muni.org.
I love the Muni.
I do too.
I just
And it
adore
means
it.
warm weather's coming.
That is
and
true.
all is well.
That is true. Well, the Arch is on its way to Chicago.
What?
Okay, not really. But the Museum of Science and Industry, Chicago, which is a great museum, has a new temporary exhibit highlighting architecture and engineering, and it opened on Friday with the theme Brick by Brick.
This exhibit uses Legos to replicate many national monuments. In addition to the Arch, there is a replica of the Hoover Dam, One World Trade Center, Golden Gate Bridge, and the Pyramid of Giza.
In order to replicate the Arch, more than 7,500 Lego bricks were used. How long do you think it took? 55 hours to design and construct The replica. That's a lot.
And a lot of Legos.
Yeah. I like Legos, but wow.
Not that much. So if you're planning to visit Chicago, make sure you check out this neat exhibit. Make sure you visit MSI. Is that right? Yeah. MSIChicago.org for all of the details.
I will. Yeah. I love going to Chicago, absolutely. And then I love coming back home again.
That's right.
Now, you may want to think twice when you answer your phone. Scammers, my God, they're always out there. They are now using the FBI as a way to take advantage of you.
That's right. These scammers are using spoofing software to make it seem as the FBI, as if the FBI from Missouri is calling to give bogus threats of arrests or investigations in order to get money and information.
My husband got one today, got this call today. According to the special agent in charge of the FBI St. Louis Division, William Woods, he says the scams have been around for a long time, but they are steadily evolving with a new twist. The FBI St. Louis Division is asking anyone targeted by the scammers to call their office at 314-5, there's a number on your screen, 580-2500. Victims can also file a complaint on the website, and be sure you do that because they don't know what's going on if we don't tell them.
That's right.
So make sure you file a complaint for sure with the FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center, okay? Well, our guest isn't so much a scammer at all. He's not a scammer at all. He's a jokester, he's an actor. St. Louis native and comedian Cedric the Entertainer was in town, and I had a chance to talk to him about all of his ventures. Check this out.
Too soon. Talking about the new cast.
I'll tell you what's not too soon for Barbershop 3.
Oh, yeah, people been waiting.
Too long, been waiting.
Yeah, you know, I think they tried to, they wanted to do that little spinoff one time with the Beauty Shop movie with Latifah.
Yeah.
And they, you know, they kind of, you know, we had to let the franchise just kind of find its own way. And so, but a great writer did this one, which we were happy about. The guy, Kenya Barris, that does Blackish,
which is hilarious,
which is hot, and he ended up writing this barbershop for us along with another young lady. So the combination of those two, they wrote a great story that encouraged everybody to come back and be a part of it, because like once you do something like that and it's successful, what you don't want to do is do the bad one for the money chase.
No
you
good.
know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
so,
not for the money chase.
Nobody, and so it ended up being a really good script, and I think that's what attracted everybody back. And of course, we wanted to be able to come back, but you know, nobody's going to come back to do a whack movie, so.
At all, especially with something that was loved.
Exactly.
As much as it was loved, yeah.
And this one is great. Everybody's going to enjoy it. It's a really great story, strong, funny. Yeah, it's
and
it's
you
good.
are your.
And I'm Eddie. I'm in there. I'm keeping it 101.
Did you model Eddie? Did they write Eddie and you just fit into it, or did you model Eddie on your barber from the 70s?
You know what I did with the character was really just kind of make a combination of different people that I knew. They weren't even barbers. They were just like, I just remember like this one guy that used to be in my mama's church, and he was just stern and wouldn't play with nobody, you know. And you don't know how to be around him. Like he just never really, you know.
Snapping all the time.
Yeah, and he wasn't even mean. He just was stern, you know, just like. Boom, like that's it. And so you find that combination in the voice. You know, I kind of, you know, I found the voice. Hold on, wait a minute.
I love the voice.
Now OJ. Now what they got Cuba Gooding Jr. playing OJ. Cuba Gooding Jr. Too light skinned play OJ Simpson. Ask short. OJ Simpson was 6'3", 6'4". Cuba Gooding Jr. would need some stacks on. He needs some heels, high, and then what Prince wear to be up there. But that boy playing Johnny Cochran good now. That boy that played Johnny Cochran, I say, ooh, that's Johnny Cochran. So I could just do Eddie anywhere.
Oh my gosh, about anything.
Anything, like so.
About anything.
The directors would just let me go. They would just like, okay, we need something right here. What would Eddie say about this? What would Eddie say about what? And just turn them on.
So when I watched Barbershop previously, you were ad-libbing?
Yeah, most of that was just me just coming off the top, just being the guy. Like, and so they would have, you know, they would have things that I would need to say so that the other actors would know.
Right.
What was hard in this one is that everybody tried to do what I did, and so the director would have to come in and go, listen.
No.
let Cedric do his thing.
You're not the one.
He will lend you a line to where you know to say your line. So whatever you do, he said, when you go out, say something like this so they'll know to talk.
So what does Eddie say about like a Kanye West begging for money and being in debt?
You know what? Kanye West, he talented. You can't argue with that. You can't say, the boy talented. But who cares that a millionaire is 50 million in the whole? I ain't never seen 50 million. You know who owed me some money? Who? Kanye little cousin. Randy West owed me $50. You talk about it. Let's start there. Start with $50, and then we talk about your 50 million. Well, let's do something more reasonable. 50 million in the hole. Ain't nobody got what that good say? Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I ain't got time for it.
And Eddie,
You're still laughing.
I am still laughing. And it was so hard to talk to him, Wendy, because you want to listen. You have to listen in a good interview, but you're laughing. I was laughing so hard. We will have more of that on the STL TV site because we talked for like 40 minutes. 40 minutes. And Eddie Barbershop 3 does talk about Donald Trump, and that you have got to stay tuned for. So make sure you connect with STL TV to find out when we're going to play the full interview with Cedric the Entertainer. It's going to air, the whole thing. So make sure you check it out, and make sure you check us out all over social media.
Yeah, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. And drop us a line at thedailymix@stltv.net. We want to hear from you.
That's it for the Daily Mix. I can't do it. Can't. Keep it right here, though. On STL TV and Experience St. Louis.